All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you are doing well. So, as always, appreciate everybody for jumping on today. I know time is valuable. You have a lot going on. So, it really does mean a lot that you are taking time out of your busy day to be here. So, what I want to do in this quick little marketing training session is talk about a couple of different things that I have going out there that I see out there, either with the advisors that we're currently working with, or a lot of the prospecting calls that we're having, or with new advisors or agents coming in the door. And so what I want to do is take a step back and focus on a couple of different things. So one of the things that I'm seeing out there quite a bit is, man, there's a couple ways to position this, or a couple ways to articulate it, but it's kind of that shiny object syndrome chasing, right? Where you're going after, or you heard something worked for another agent, another advisor, and so you're trying to figure out, okay, what is that thing that helped them land that client or land that series of clients? And in the process, what happens is, as business owners, as entrepreneurs, we tend to get fixated on the tool. We tend to get fixated on the object, or we tend to get fixated on one element of what made that marketing work or that strategy work inside of that client acquisition process. So a great example of this is there are a lot of great calculators out there. There are a lot of great automated webinars or VSLs, or there are great, ad campaigns or whatever it might be. And so when we're going in that process of trying to figure out, okay, how can we speed up the results for our business? We fixate on that one tool, that one calculator, that one PDF, that one case study. And in the process, we forget about all the other elements that are involved. And so taking a step back, we have to talk to ourselves, or we have to have that conversation with ourselves and think, okay, what exactly are we trying to accomplish with this strategy, with our marketing, with all of our efforts? Now, with the advisors that we are actively working with, there are a couple of things that we want to focus on in particular. The biggest thing is helping our advisor, helping you become the subject matter expert in the eyes of the business owners, the successful professionals, the high income earning individuals, the high net worth individuals, making sure that they see you as the subject matter expert that you are. If you are trying to work in the advanced markets or those higher value markets with people that either have a lot of money or are making a lot of money, oftentimes they're not going to be ready to move forward when they see one message from you, one ad, one email, one calculator or offer for a calculator, one PDF. So how do we do that? How do we make sure that you are positioned to be that go-to subject matter expert when they are ready? Now, I don't care what your products are. I don't care what services you have. I don't care what strategies you like. There are 3 steps to any successful marketing campaign. Number 1, you need to be able to attract the right prospects consistently. You need to be able to make sure that you are consistently getting in front of the right types of people that you want to be working with. Number 2, and there's a reason there's a star next to this one, is nurturing. Nurturing is often forgot about by the majority of agents and advisors out there. When you can successfully do this on a consistent basis, you will win. This is where a lot of our advisors win. So in the attraction phase, yes, you will be taking advantage, or you're going to be able to work with that low-hanging fruit, right? Somebody that already had a super high pain point in their life that they were looking to alleviate, and you just happen to be there with the right message, the right offer, and they're ready to move forward. The last stage inside of here is convert. Now, when it comes to the conversion process, you need to make sure that we are converting at multiple phases. You need to, you need to make sure that you are able to convert them from a prospect into an actual lead. So not just somebody that's on your email list, not just somebody that is in your connections on LinkedIn, not somebody that's a friend on Facebook, but somebody that actually books a strategy session with you, a discovery call. Now, that does count as a conversion, but again, we can't stop there, right? So once they have that strategy session with you, you flip it back up. You're still nurturing. You're nurturing from a prospect or from a lead into a paying client. Now, the question is, how exactly do we make that happen? How do we go from attract to nurture to convert and then repeat that whole process? Now, in my, what has worked the best for me, what's proven to work time and time again, regardless of, again, products, services, carriers, IMO, FMO, agency, regardless of who you're with, is the concept of funnels. Now, when it comes to funnels, the marketing world is extremely predatory, right? I see so many agents and advisors get burned on the marketing side because they come across somebody who knows how to use buzzwords like funnels. Okay. Funnels are extremely valuable. Funnels can be very beneficial for your business. But what I want to do right now is I want to break down or make it as simple as possible to help you understand what a funnel actually is. What does it actually mean when somebody talks about sales funnels, marketing funnels? We have landing pages, we have nurturing sequences. There are a lot of words out there that we can get caught up in. But what at its core, what is a funnel? Now, if you're looking at something like a typical website, what are you going to have on there? You're going to have an about section, a home page. You're going to have maybe a timeline, our cares, our solutions, our services, contact us, our team, right? There's a number of places where somebody can get lost on that website. Now, a funnel, what it does is it removes all of the fluff. It removes all of the excess pieces that somebody can click on and gives them one call to action that they either exit the page or they move forward in the process and take the action that you want them to. Now, in terms of the funnel structure, one of the things that I realized, let's use a real world example. One of the things that my wife and I used to love doing, and we still love doing it to this day, is we love going and looking at model homes. For some reason, it didn't matter if we had just gotten married or we just had a kid or we've got 2 kids, 3 kids, whatever. For some reason, if there's a new series of model homes that are set up in our surrounding area, I guarantee you we're going to go look at them, even if we have no intention of moving, right? Now, if you've ever been to model homes, you'll notice that there's a particular way that each and every one of them are set up. So you're going to have your homes, right? So let's say we've got 3 homes here that I want to take a look at. Now, with these model homes, can I just go in and walk into whatever one I want at the time? Can I start with house number 2, or can I start with house number 3 and then jump to 1 and then 2 or whatever, right? No, the answer is no, right? So in a good series of model homes, or the way that they're set up properly, is you're going to have a fence or a gate around these model homes. And in order to get access to them, there's going to be some sort of front office setup that you have to walk through in order to get access to those model homes, okay? So if I want to get to these model homes, I have to go in through the front office. We're going to put O for office in order to get access to these model homes. Now, why do they set it up this way? Why do they not just have it set up so that somebody can go walk into home number 2 or go start with home number 3? Why do they have the fence around there and make you walk through the front office? Because they know statistically that the majority of people that come and look at model homes are not going to be ready to buy in that moment. So when they come in and they have to go through the front office, what is the process in a good model home setup? You're going to have somebody that comes in, asks you for your phone number, for your email address. They're going to talk to you a little bit, see what you're looking for, so that if you are ready to buy, if you're actively shopping, hey, they can help you right in that moment. But for the 99% of people that walk through that door who are not actively looking to buy a home, they're going to be able to follow up with email. They're going to be able to follow up maybe with a phone call. I don't know how to draw a phone, so we're just going to say phone call. They're going to have a number of different ways that they're going to be able to contact you, so that when you are ready, you don't have to go searching for the right real estate agent to work with, right? Because they're going to stay in front of you statistically. I know right now that in my email inbox, I've got stuff from Toll Brothers. I've got stuff from Tri-Point Homes. I mean, I'm getting lots of different emails, even though right now, as of today, I am not actively shopping for a new home. The same thing works for your business, okay? So when we're looking at a typical, or the best way to set up a sales funnel is that you're going to have some way to get to get the contact information from your prospects in order to give them access to the things that they want, okay? So again, going to our agents, going to our advisors that we actively work with, the thing that is working best is we are setting up value-based offers that are going to be attractive for the target market that we're looking to work with. So instead of model homes, the first thing that we are offering is a physical copy of a book. Now, not just any book, not just a random book that we pull off the shelf, right? As good as The Count of Monte Cristo is, or Harry Potter, or whatever, this first value-based offer needs to set you up as the subject matter expert. It needs to attract the right audience. So we're going to pull a book that talks about tax advantage planning, tax-free retirement planning, so that somebody who either has a lot of money or is making a lot of money, they're going to be drawn to that message. They're going to be drawn to that type of solution for a pain point that they are actively feeling in their lives. Now, one of the reasons that I love a book that focuses on tax-free planning, tax advantage planning, and retirement planning is that if somebody has a lot of money or they're making a lot of money, I don't care if you are a liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican, anywhere in between, you know the pain point of paying taxes. That is not something that I have to teach you. It is not a pain point that I have to help you uncover. If you got a lot of money, you're making a lot of money, you know how much it sucks to overpay Uncle Sam, right? Now, you're gonna have a small percentage of people in those tax brackets that don't mind doing it. Yes, they exist out there. I've come across them. But for the majority of people that are in those tax brackets, they want to do that tax-free planning, that tax advantage planning. So this initial book, this initial value-based offer that we are getting them access to, they have to walk through the front door to get it. That's what we're offering, so that we are bringing the right people through the front door. We are attracting the right people. Now, from there, we are not stopping. So again, with each advisor that we work with, we have a minimum of 12 months of campaigns and nurturing sequences. So we're not just getting access to the first offer or getting them access to the first offer and hoping that they're, ready to take advantage of our services in that moment. We want to make sure that we are positioning videos. We want to make sure that we are positioning checklists. We want to make sure that we're positioning a number of different things along the way, because we've gathered their email up front and their phone number so that we can be there every single step along the way, so that when they are ready to take advantage of your products and services, they don't have to go guessing or searching for the subject matter expert to go start working with, because you have stayed in front of them consistently enough that they know that you are the right person to go to, who is going to solve their needs. Okay. So going back to the first 3 steps, right? The first steps we talked about on the last page: attract, nurture, convert. Okay. I'm going to put this down here. We're going to call it ANC. ANC. Ank. I don't know what that would be. That's the formula. Okay. So with attract, nurture, convert. Let's say you're getting your funnel set up over here. Okay. We already talked about the nurturing, right? We're going to go ahead and we're going to grab their email address, their phone number off of this first page. We're going to be able to drip on them literally until they either die, they unsubscribe, or they become a client. Okay. And then from there, we're going to keep positioning value-based offers to convert them, to make sure that every step along the way, when they take advantage of this book, we're going to offer a strategy session. We'll just do SAS. When they access this video, we're going to give them the ability to book a strategy session. When they access this checklist, we have the ability we're going to give them the ability to book a strategy session. Now, every single step that we position here, we're going to make sure that they never have to guess what the next step in the process is, so that if they are ready, they don't have to search for your website. They don't have to search for your LinkedIn profile, your Facebook profile. They don't have to search for your Calendly link. It is going to be right there, so that if they are ready, they can take advantage of your products and services right in that moment. But if they're not ready, no worries. We're not going anywhere. We have your information, so we're going to be following up with you consistently, okay? Now, from there, so we've got our back-end system set up. How are we going to get people in the door? How are we going to get people into that front office to then get their contact information? This is where you have to figure out where your dream client is on a daily basis. Where are they currently at? Where are they going daily to further their financial lives? Where are they going to hang out with friends and family? Now, for some of you, that might be, hey, I work with people that are already retired. They're sitting at home, so I'm going to drop them a direct mail piece. Now, I'm not a fan of direct mail. I've heard it works. I haven't really worked with any advisors that do it they don't necessarily do it well. So direct mail might work. Facebook ads might work for you if you're willing to spend money on ads. For the advisors that we work with, LinkedIn is the ideal place to go, because we're looking for business owners, successful professionals that lead in those 2 categories, lead to high net worth individuals. Okay. So you need to have a strategy in place. Again, going back to this, like, hey, you don't just need a webinar. You don't just need a calculator. You don't just need a PDF. You need to make sure that your whole strategy is orchestrated in such a way that you have a way to attract the right people, that you have a way to consistently nurture those folks, and that's going to lead to conversion. All right. So again, give you guys a little peek behind the curtain of the advisors that we're actively working with. We are going out on LinkedIn. We're connecting with the right audience. We're making sure that we have a messaging strategy in place that gets them off of LinkedIn and then into our nurturing sequences. So when somebody comes on board with us, we have 12 months of landing pages, funnels, nurturing sequences that include those books, the videos, the checklists, whatever it might be along the way that is going to be attractive to our target audience. So I guess the thing that I want to leave you with is just that question of, where are your prospects at today? Where are the prospects that you are actively wanting to work with? Think about that dream client where if you woke up in the morning and you saw that you had a day full of appointments with this type of person, who is that? Okay. Is it a business owner? What do they look like? How old are they? And then from there, what do they want? What is something that they would see as valuable and something that they would be attracted to? What kind of information can you give that person? If you can focus on providing as much value as possible to that market, you will become the subject matter expert. You're going to be put up on a pedestal in their eyes because that value that you are giving them, they equate that automatically to you, regardless of how many other advisors they have in place, how many other experts they know. Great example of this. We have an advisor right now I was talking with yesterday who was able to connect with a business owner on LinkedIn. And then from there, we are able to get a meeting set up between the two. They're in the process of writing a life insurance policy that's about $250,000 in annual premium. And that all came because the advisor was able to provide enough value to where that business owner, who I believe is worth over $12 million, he has other people in his network. He had a CFO. He had other people that he would consider financial experts, but he wanted to work with that advisor because the advisor gave so much value in the process that the advisor became the subject matter expert that the business owner and his wife need to work with. So that being said, the last step here, convert. Are you actively positioning yourself, again, as the expert, but positioning the conversion steps that they can take in front of your prospects on a frequent basis? And what I mean by that is, if you're sending out an email, is there a call to action to book a call with you? If you're sending out an email, is there a call to action to go over to a landing page to learn more? Once they're on that landing page or once they're off of email or wherever it might be, are you giving them the ability to book a strategy session or a discovery call with you right away so that they don't have to go search for your website? They don't have to try to get back from that landing page over to the email, or they don't have to actively pick up the phone to call you right in that moment because who knows how busy they are, right? So if you can do that consistently, that's where you will win. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I hope this was valuable for you. But like I said, I'm here for you. Happy to answer any questions you guys have, and I will talk to you soon.